I'm using Restream to pull this off on all these platforms. What's up? I got Stank in there. Let's get Christian in this bitch. Where's Christian? He's underneath. You can hear me? I can't hear him. That's all that matters. I can't believe you guys are going to talk about this. Wasn't that bad, man. Come on. Oh shit, this thing has been fucking live this whole goddamn time. Welcome to the first ever Loose Cannons live post-game call-in show. I am your host, Sammer, hanging with my boys, Christian and Stank. That was not what we expected.
I said it.
Say the least.
I listen. I went along with you, Sammer. I got a little over my skis, but I am not surprised. I said this would happen game one.
Sammer?
What was that?
Sorry, I was jumping in the chat.
Oh. Why would you interrupt him? He was talking. Come on.
Stank is like sour right now. He's salty. I can't wait to hear his take. But no, listen, the world's not over, right? I know in certain places it looks like the sky's on fire, but the world's not over. Everybody relax. It was bad, but what it looked like to me, and having several conversations with Stank and Harold and Beck that we were watching the game together, it honestly looked like preseason, man. Like they got to get some of the bugs worked out. This is exactly what I was worried about when I said week one against the Saints. The Saints are a well-oiled machine. They've been 2 plays away from the Super Bowl the last 2 years. Caught really bad breaks, which I enjoyed watching, by the way. Really bad breaks with referee calls, blown calls, and stuff like that. They're a well-oiled machine. We are coming together for the first time. The ball comes out different. The chemistry's different. The timing's different. Everything is fucking different. And with all that being said, the defense fucking balled. I have no idea what the fuck happened with special teams. Special teams and fucking Donovan Smith, no excuse. I got nothing. Everything else, we can work with that. That's it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, man. It's one of those things where, other than that first drive and then the drive where Tom responded with that touchdown to OJ, other than those two drives, it looked a lot like you said, it looked like the preseason. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, I'm watching a team here that's never played together. They don't really, like, they're working out all those kinks. They're trying to figure things out. And of course, Buccaneer Twitter is fucking having a meltdown. Everything's fucking, the sky is falling. Pump the brakes a little bit. I mean, there were some bad things, definitely some bad things and negative plays and things you don't want to see. Guys like Mike Edwards running backwards when everyone knows that you don't do that when there's a kick or a punt, like things like that. But it's not stuff that you can't, fix, and things that can't be adjusted, or and groomed kind of, because they haven't played together. And in any regular season scenario where you signed a new quarterback and you're teaching him a new offense while also merging his philosophy to yours, training camp and off-season workouts and then preseason games are still usually not enough to where you still have a few weeks of trying to gel. Now take our scenario where we don't have training camp the way everyone else has had it. We didn't have off-season workouts and we didn't have preseason games. The Bucs didn't have anything to kind of, ramp themselves up. They didn't have that tune-up game, that they like to call in college. So, with all that being said, chill a little bit. I mean, usually after a loss like this, I'd be fucking like off, just going crazy. I'm just pissed off, wanting to throw my remote through the TV, all that stuff. I'm not.
You know what has me lost? You know what has me pissed off though, Sammer?
I'm pretty low key about it. Like, I get it.
You know what has me red hot chili pepper fucking insane? I want to fucking punch through a goddamn fucking wall, bro.
Please tell me it's Sean Payton trying to score with 20 seconds left in the game.
Yes, motherfucker. What the fuck? Bro, as mad as I am at Donovan Smith with the bullshit fucking same shit, giving up late and just, great initially, and then he just gets lazy halfway through the play. As mad as I am about that, the fucking the muff kick return, all that shit, what I'm most pissed off about. But at the same time, I want to say thank you, Sean, because I'm sure, I'm certain of it, that everyone in that fucking locker room, everyone on that goddamn field, better not fucking forget that. 4th down with 23 seconds left. Way to have fucking class, Sean. You're right. You want to put your foot on the fucking throat because we're a legit threat, and you're gonna come back. You're gonna regret that,
dude. Like you said, man, that was something that had me pretty riled up at the end of the game. And it's actually going to be a good thing for this team. 2 reasons. Against Carolina next week, they're going to come out pissed the fuck off because they're going to feel disrespected. 2, when they go against that Saints team again, I think it's week 9 in Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah, week 9.
Tom Brady's not going to.
Saucy, well-oiled.
Tom Brady's not going to fucking forget that. And Todd Bowles is not going to let the defense forget that. Nobody on that roster, if they give a shit, which, Bruce has always told us, I like guys that have a good, high give a shit meter. If they give a shit, they will remember that. And they will take it to the Saints. They will keep their foot on the gas. They will step on their throat and not ease up because that shit was disrespectful. I was watching. I was like, dude, you are up 11 points. Like, take a fucking knee. Maybe kick a field goal. But, dude, come on. And then they tried to score. I know that it got overturned, but still, man, they still tried to score. And that's not why we lost the game. It's not why we lost the game. I think the defense played, for the most part, I think the defense played exceptionally well.
7 points in the second half, man.
Yeah, they played well. They had some serious, 3 and outs that they helped us get back in the game with. But Tom Brady's Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's not going to fix discipline on this team. And they look disciplined. They look kind of sluggish at times. Everything that you see in a preseason game, that's what we did. And you know what? With all that being said, Christian and Stank, they only lost by 11 points. With all that being said, and spotting the other team 20 points off of turnovers. Yeah. I hate to be John Gruden, but I should be wearing my shades right now because future's fucking bright, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm doing it.
Don't do that.
There you go. Oh, our future's still bright.
I think Stank wants to get some stuff off his chest. He's had the microphone really intimate, close shot to his face for about 5 minutes now.
Wait. Before I let you talk, Stank, I forgot to mention that this is presented by Red Cap Plumbing and Air, hashtag Tampa Proud, and a proud member of the BucsReport.com family of podcasts. If you guys want to call in, it's 312-626-6799. When you are prompted, enter our favorite Buccaneers of all time, 995520-4740, and that will bring you into the waiting room, and I'll get you on. I know we have one caller waiting right now, but I think it's Kevin. Stank, put that microphone down and talk to us, bro. What?
Let's see your beautiful face.
Yeah, man. Let me see your face while you. I don't know if you're upset or hurt or what it is, but take down the Bane face and talk to me. Man.
Aren't you used to talking to people that this is all you can see? Is this normal?
No.
Oh my God, salty fucking Stank. Jesus Lord.
I don't think I've met this very salty,
you guys
pale
in your fucking rose-colored glasses and your fucking better luck next time. We'll do great next week. I don't give a fuck about next week. I want to talk about this week. Okay. Oh, we didn't have a preseason. Why? Neither did the Saints. Okay. This team looked undisciplined. The Saints brought it to us. We lost in the trenches on both sides of the ball. I think our linebackers played well. I think our young secondary played well. I think our defensive line played like shit. Go look at the stat sheet. Vita Vea, 0 tackles. And Ndamukong Suh, 0 tackals.
And
zero impact.
2 penalties, by the way, on both of them. Suh and
0 impact. Yeah, exactly. Both of them had penalties. Vita Vea had one of the most moronic penalties in the history of Buccaneers football. And that's saying a lot because we've had a lot of stupid players and stupid plays. And he typically doesn't make those type of plays, but still, idiotic.
Christian Baker in Carolina?
It was on that on par with that. And on offense, I guess we had a game plan, but it looked a whole lot like we didn't. And I expected more. I expected a whole lot more. I expected us to be quite a bit sharper. We had problems executing because our offensive line really couldn't protect Brady. Our receivers weren't getting a whole lot of separation. Mike Evans might as well have not played because he was a no-show.
You're describing everything that happens in a preseason game, man.
No, I'm describing everything that happened last year against the Saints. That's what I'm describing. I'm describing what a good football team just beat a average to mediocre football team. We're not there yet. I expected we'd be more polished, and we've talked a whole lot in this offseason about the Brady effect. Did y'all see the Brady effect out there? Anybody?
I mean,
y'all see players out there, who were in line and didn't want to make mistakes. I mean, maybe we're playing too tight. I don't know what it was. Special teams, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Block kick, muff punts,
preseason
shanks,
stuff.
15-yard punts. It's preseason shit, man. Listen,
that is
nobody
preseason
else
stuff.
I watched a lot of games today. Lots of teams didn't have preseason football. It wasn't a good effort by this team out there. There were some good individual efforts.
Tristan Wirfs played fucking phenomenal.
Wirfs, I think, had a good game.
We didn't mention his name, which is good for a right tackle or a left tackle.
He gave up one play, but fuck.
Before are you done getting that off your chest? Because I know Kevin is pissed off, and Kevin needs to get on the phone. You remember Kevin? All right.
Kevin. I don't remember.
You'll remember.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Kevin? Welcome to the Loose Cannons live post-game call-in show. What's up, man?
What do you want, Kevin?
Get it off your fucking chest, Kevin. Come on.
I don't know, man. Listen, as soon as I get Alvin Kamara's dick out of my ear, I'll let you know.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
Oh, I remember Kevin.
Fuck, man. That was hard. That was hard. That was ugly. That was fucking ugly. You with me?
I'm listening.
We're with you, Kevin.
We're letting
Go
you
ahead,
vent.
bro.
We're letting you
got
vent.
The floor.
Yeah, it's
you
all
got the
you.
stage.
I know. See, I'm walking the dog and just kind of relaxing. It's been a couple hours, You're kind of just decompressing, thinking about what happened. My God, that was fucking hideous. But, they're going to learn. They're going to regroup. They're going to come back. Everything that a lot of the shit-eating pundits said what happened. You know, they just look out of sync, sloppy, undisciplined, you know, the same old shit, you know? And I honestly think we really, like, how much worse could Joe Haig seriously be? I mean, is he going to be a fucking liability? I mean, he's going to embarrass himself?
I mean, he's not playing.
Donnie Smith looked.
I saw somebody post on there on Twitter. Forget Joe Haig. How much worse could he be at left tackle? Why not put Wirfs at left and put Haig at right? How much worse?
Yeah, Wirfs has nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, he jumped off sides, but how many times did you hear his name called?
One play.
Yeah, one play. No, Wirfs had.
Did Cameron Jordan have a sack? I know Donovan Smith got fucking worked. Whoever that nobody was on that side.
He got worked by Cam. He got worked by Cam. He got worked by the second guy behind him. He got worked by the third string guy behind him.
He got worked by a guy named Carl Granderson. Hold on. The other guy, Trey Hendrickson.
Marcus Hunt from fucking.
Yeah. No, I think. 15. No, I really think for Donovan Smith, like, opting out is actually an active process. He's still debating it. Like, he's not entirely sure. He wants to play a couple of games and then decide if he's going to pull out. You know, like, it's fucking ridiculous.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I've kind of been on, not so much defending him since he's been in the league, but I've never really thought he was as, you know, a terrible left tackle. I thought he was average at best, and he would have good games, but he would loaf at times against, you know, teams that you expect to kind of beat, and then other times, you know, he just gets worked by guys who are so much better than him because they're Pro Bowl guys. But the way he played today, it looked like this guy needed 4 preseason games to get going. One, and it was inexcusable. I couldn't possibly defend the way he played, and he looked lazy.
No.
He looked sluggish. It just wasn't good. And I understand what you're saying about moving Joe Haig or putting Joe Haig in a right tackle and bringing Tristan Wirfs over. I think if they would have had some preseason games to get those guys wet with that scenario, get their feet wet, maybe that happens. But I think to take Wirfs and flip him over there after you've, you know, kind of been, you know, grooming him at right tackle to start his first season at least, to just throw him to the wolves at the left tackle position, that might fuck him up. That might be really bad for his confidence. I think at this point, either you kind of play with Smith for a couple more games and see what happens, and then if that's still a problem, maybe there's a way to put Joe Haig out there. Joe Haig should be able to play all 3 of those positions, I thought.
Absolutely. And I mean, and you know, like, you don't want to overreact or anything, but just like that was really, really bad. And sort of those most responsible, it has to start with him. I mean, he was absolutely horrible. And then number 2, a very close number 2 is Mike Evans. This is the worst game I've ever seen Mike Evans play. He was awful. I mean, yeah, he drew the pass interference calls. I get it, but he was absolutely awful. He had that horrible holding penalty on that big run by Fournette. Like, I mean, he just looked out of sorts. He really did. And
it looked to me
that was a questionable call, and he did have a nice touchdown grab. But yes, it's not a surprise. It's always Lattimore gets in that guy's head. He got in his head in the first quarter. They got into a scrap, and as mature as Mike Evans has become, and he's come a long way. This was in the wrong direction from a mental standpoint. He let Lattimore get in his head.
You know what I saw from Mike Evans? I saw a guy who I think they trotted out there as a decoy. As shitty as that sounds, it looked like it looked like they trotted him out there. He didn't look interested. No, he didn't look interested. And I'm a huge Mike Evans fan, dudes. Don't get me wrong.
They took 2 shots at him, bro.
I know, but he still looked. He never
frustrated.
He just didn't look.
He didn't look disinterested. He looked frustrated.
He didn't look like he was in
because
the moment of the game, though. He was dealing with other shit around him. He, like, that holding penalty, he was smiling and laughing about it afterwards, like he knew he shouldn't have done it, or it was a soft call. But it was clearly a call. Like, we don't see that from him. Him getting in the head of Lattimore, or Lattimore getting in his head. Like, I don't know, man. It didn't look like Mike Evans. That's all I'm saying. It didn't look like him. Maybe they should have just let him sit.
Okay, I don't notice this in other games where Jerome Boger calls. Sometimes he's primetime game, sometimes not. He's usually like the B team, like the number 2 or 3 game of the weekend. But Jerome Boger has some really weird calls. You know, like, again, like the intentional grounding. I mean, he was throwing it at the feet. He was trying to get rid of it. That was, I mean, not ticky-tacky, but just kind of absurdly technical and a little arbitrary. Let's be honest. But Boger does shit like that. You know, he's just really, I don't know, just ticky-tacky at the worst possible time. And apparently, like, somehow Sean Payton turns off the holding calls on his offensive line. It's the worst fucking thing. Some of them were just really egregious, but it's just a thing. They're just a fucking vile team. My sister watched the game with my wife and I today, and it was the first game we'd watched in about 10 years. Family's difficult. The last game we watched was the Bucs Saints game, Raheem's glory year 2010. That was the last game we watched together, and it was so funny to hear my sister just vilely still hate the Saints, like hate them with a passion, and then explain to my wife why we hate them so much. And they're just a fucking shit team. Like we could probably move on to that next topic. Is just how truly vile they are. Did you see Cam Jordan throwing punches out of the goal line?
That's just how those guys are. Even that the DJ Swearinger, the safety, and when he had that hit at the end of the game,
that wasn't a dirty hit.
Yeah,
no, I mean, wasn't a dirty hit.
He hit him.
Godwin lowered his head too.
That was helmet on football. Helmet, dude. That kid.
Godwin
dude,
lowered
listen.
His head too.
I would agree with you if it was anybody else, but this guy doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. This is his MO. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Did a cricket?
Anyone else on any other team?
It's not me.
Yeah. Anyone else on any other team? You got to look at the context. I mean, he's trying to hurt him. It's flat out. Like that's just what they do. Lest we forget. This was a coach who was suspended for a year for fucking Bountygate, and they've never gotten over that, and that's who they are. Notice there's no Sean Payton tree. Notice there's no assistants from Sean Payton coaching other teams or working in other organizations because he's a fucking asshole, and he employs other assholes. All right? And I'm sorry, he's got an opioid addiction. I look at it. I live in fucking West Virginia. I know what people with opioid addictions look like. That motherfucker pops a Vicodin, drinks a couple of beers, and his metabolism slowing way down.
Oh,
he takes a shit about once every 4 days. You can just kind of tell. Like he's Coach Vicodin.
I hope everything is well with you and the family, Kevin. I know you're a huge fan of ours. I appreciate you calling in
man.
and venting this and getting this off your chest. This is what we do. We've always talked about that. We are here to be therapy.
And we're gonna come back next week, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I think honestly, BA's comment. The thing about BA is like, if he's gonna lie to you, it's gonna be like a blatant, obvious lie. But he doesn't have a lot of guile or time for bullshit, and he just said flat out, "I'm incredibly disappointed. Like this, I had no idea we were gonna play this bad." Mike Edwards, running backwards to catch the kickoff. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He even said you learned that shit in high school. Shit, I remember that. And that was a fucking third string offensive lineman in high school, for God's sake.
Don't run backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Thanks,
Thank you, Kevin. And, can you come over to my house and take me for a walk too? Because I feel like taking a giant shit as well.
No, I mean, Sean Payton, he needs to come to get Project Recovery. Come on, Sean. It takes a community to get over the Bills. That's why I just can't wait for them to play in Week 9. I look forward to it, and they'll right the ship. It's not the end of the world. But now we have to listen to a week of just assholes saying, "I told you the Bucs weren't going to be that good." Tom Brady, blah 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 blah. The same old shit.
Yep. Well,
good, man. Look, this team has had an entire offseason of photo shoots and uniforms and positivity. I hope they soak this in this week because I don't like the way it makes me feel. I hope it was a big old piece of humble pie for those guys who were reading the press clippings. We just saw what it looked like. We just saw what a potential Super Bowl caliber team looks like, and we're not that yet.
We'll be ready, though. We're going to go to the next caller. It doesn't give me names, guys. Sorry. So you're on with the Loose Cannons on the post-game call-in show. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jamie.
Jamie, what's up, man?
Yeah, I have a lot of the same thoughts and input that the same pretty much the same thoughts that you guys had on the game. I didn't know if you guys touched on it. I joined a little bit late, but that pass to Jared Cook where it just looked like Jamel Dean. I don't know what he was doing. It was almost like he was just fell asleep on the route. Had no idea what was going. That was such a huge. It kind of felt like it was a big point in the game too, where he just did not see what was going. Maybe thought that the play was dead, or
I don't know. Your guess is as good as ours, man. I had no clue what the fuck he was doing. I mean, it looked like he thought the play was over or something. He just stopped, and then Drew Brees obviously didn't fucking miss it when he gets that one opportunity, and that kind of turned the game because at that point we had momentum. We were, stopping them. They were playing timid against us. They weren't really they were trying to make sure they didn't make a mistake. And, Levante David, I think the series before that, forced a 3-and-out by himself. And that kind of turned the tide. And it was kind of over after that pass play, it felt like.
Yeah, Levante left his mark on pretty much that whole drive. Pretty much, it was every play. It felt like he was involved one way or another. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was just such like a momentum killer. That's pretty much all I had. I mean, I'll let you guys get back to it.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Appreciate you calling, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yep.
I mean, to me, it looked like Jamel got his eyes caught in the backfield and thought that slow tight end.
That's pretty much all I had. I mean,
Hello?
Can you mute us in the background?
Yeah. Anyways, didn't think that slow tight end could run past him, and he did. There you go. But you know what? I mean, let's go back to that series right there, or the few series before that. Our defense did make some big key stops, and our offense did absolutely fucking nothing with the ball. You can't let it's a 7-point game. You can't let the Saints continue to get out there, because they're going to eventually score some points on you. So we had the opportunity to get back into the game. It was a bad play by Jamel. Whether he got lazy or what, I don't know. Who knows what? Maybe he thought he had safety help over the top. Who fucking knows? But the 2 series before that, ridiculous. I didn't expect this level of inefficiency on offense. They looked lost. Brady looked like he didn't know where to go with the football. He definitely heard footsteps. He had some weird throwaways. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm not a Tom Brady. I didn't watch a lot of Patriots football. I obviously watched the games you're forced to watch when they're in prime time. I don't know if that's something that he typically does, but didn't look great to me.
I think Beck said it best to me towards the end of the night there. He said it looked like a lot more BA than Brady. And we knew this was going to be a collaboration, right? But if you go back and look at the game, Stank, or if you think about it, Sammer, it looked like a lot more BA. It looked a lot more long developing down the field stuff. We saw the little stuff to Scotty Miller, but I didn't see a lot of, you know what I mean? It looked more like last year's offense.
I agree. When I was watching the game, obviously I couldn't hang out with you guys. I'm still dealing with this COVID and I didn't want to get anybody sick. But so I was watching the game. It was just me and my son. And I was thinking pretty much the same thing. I was thinking, where's this meeting in the middle of these 2 schemes that we kept hearing about? And I'm curious if it's because it's game 1 that they didn't go in with a full playbook, which I find kind of weird. I don't think that would be a legitimate excuse or explanation, but it looked a lot like what you said. It was just BA's offense. And Tom, to kind of go back to Stank's point a little bit, Tom does throw away the ball like that pretty often. When he does throw them away, it's kind of weird. Sometimes he throws the ball on purpose where no one can catch it, but he's hoping there's like a holding call or a pass interference call. It's very odd. Most of the time it works for him. But he looked like Tom Brady looks whenever Tom Brady gets rattled in all the other games I've seen him play. When you get to him and he hears the footsteps, he looked like he didn't know where to go with the ball, like you said. But it also looked like he was I don't know, unsure of, should I throw it to this guy? Is he going to make that cut? Like almost as if maybe he wasn't 100% confident in that connection between the guys. But that also brings me to the next point of, like, what happened to him and Gronk? Was that just BA's offense overriding the connection that he has with Gronk? I mean, aside from like a couple plays, Gronk was fucking nowhere to be seen. And maybe the All-22 tells us that he was helping on the line with blocking. But from what I could see just from regular broadcast, I didn't where the fuck was Gronk?
This may just be my emotion. Go ahead. I keep talking over you. Go ahead.
No. I mean, we're all talking here, man.
Yeah, man.
But
we're hanging out.
The first drive was beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little inebriated. I had a lot of people in my house trying to host. Go back and forth. We've all been there.
Great host, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, some of you guys saw some of the pictures and video, but this guy, he does it big, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Much appreciated.
Thank you for coming over. Sammer, next time, bro.
Next time, bro. I'm not worried about
Did everything change after that initial interception to Mike? Because you guys are both saying he looked timid. He looked like he didn't know where he was going to go with the ball. He looked like he was holding an extra half second. Did everything change after that pick, right? Because we all know that pick. We've seen that pick, right? The receiver ran the wrong route, or they didn't read the same defense the same way. And BA said that it was his fault. It wasn't Mike's fault. Mike ran the correct route. But did everything change after that? Because after that, it seemed like his butthole tightened up just a little bit. And I'm not saying that's catastrophic. It's, guy's human.
No,
but did it change after that? Thanks, Sam.
No, I think you hit it on the head there, man. I think after that play, the miscommunication, the lack of preseason to build on that chemistry, all of that stuff kind of surfaced at the top, and it looked like Tom was in just kind of like iffy on trusting these guys. Like, oh man, I've seen this on tape with the other quarterback. I'm not throwing 30 picks this season, guys. I don't care. Like, I'll find a way to throw the ball away. And it looked like it hurt the team. I mean, not having a good run game, but going against a defense like the Saints, they're a good defense, man. Like, they're not fucking Joes out there. They're a good defense, and they stopped the run. Like, we had some okay runs here and there, but not having that run game. And I think it was Beck who tweeted about this. He said something along the lines of throwing the ball only 8 times in the first quarter, the first half is not the recipe.
First half.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, if you have all those weapons, why not just let Tom go out there and play ball and then not worry about that run game till later on, which I that's what I would have done too. I was kind of surprised with the way they approached it offensively, for sure. But maybe Stank saw something differently after that Evans interception, because there was still another pick after that.
Let me circle back a little bit and talk about Rob Gronkowski a little bit. Maybe it's cobwebs. I don't know what it was, but that guy looked washed. I mean, seriously.
No, I agree.
He looked slow. He looked robotic. Maybe he may be a weapon from time to time, but that guy's not. That guy is not even a half of his former self. I mean, hopefully, as the season goes on, he gains some momentum and starts to loosen up a little bit. But he looked old, slow, not impressive to me.
He looked like a backup. He looked like a backup tight end, right? He looked like OJ was the starter.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Let's go back to last season. They dominated us in the trenches last year. We didn't really make a whole lot of changes on either side of the ball in the trenches, other than Tristan Wirfs. But it didn't seem like our game plan was any different. I don't think that they were as dominant as they were against us last year, but they still manhandled us. Once they got momentum after that pick, they took advantage of it. They really started to push our lines around quite a bit. That's probably the most disappointing thing. People are going to focus on the interceptions because, you're Jameis, and you're making excuses for Brady. You never would have made for Jameis. I get it, whatever. But the fact that we did get bullied on the lines, that bothers the shit out of me. It really does, because we're gonna face this team again, and potentially, if we get our shit together, possibly even a third time in the playoffs. And that just wasn't a good sign. So, to me, that's the most upsetting part of this game, other than just the overall lack of execution. And let's go back to what Brady does well. Where were the outlet backs? Where were the crossers? We didn't throw any crossing routes, to my knowledge.
Play action.
I didn't see any. I didn't see a whole lot of slants. Like this is all Bruce Arians' offense. And this looked and felt a whole lot like Byron Leftwich calling Bruce Arians' offense. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a marriage. It didn't appear to be.
Well, listen, again, it's week one.
So much.
Yeah, it's week one. So there's still going to be some learning that goes on there, and they're going to figure it out, I think, because there's too many smart people in that room. Maybe Byron's not the smartest in that room, obviously. But it kind of listen. A couple days ago, we talked about it, and I brought up Byron Leftwich's name, and you guys said no. Tom's there. Byron's not. Byron, if he's calling the plays, he called some fucking weird plays. Why are you running on first down? Why are you forcing the run game when it's not there? And you have all these fucking weapons. Like, it didn't. I'm not trying to be negative because I really am kind of cool with
Be
this,
negative.
with loss,
You
but
need to be negative. Be
No,
negative.
I-
This
no,
was a
I'm-
negative game.
I know I get that part. But I'm saying is
Show.
too much of it.
At
Too
one point,
there's some
when I
stuff
looked
that
at-
didn't make sense. This is some stuff that
Look,
didn't make sense.
that's part of the game. I looked at Stank at one point, bro. After I don't even remember when it was. I think it was the muff punt, and I literally started laughing.
Yeah, that's
And I
when
felt
laughed.
like the Joker. I felt insane. I looked at him and I felt insane. I was literally in my fucking couch, and, like drunk as fuck, just laughing, but like legit, not laughing, crying, laughing, because this
Yeah.
is fucking insane. Like this is really happening.
Yeah,
This is fucking amazing. I'm laughing again. What the fuck?
it was the muff punt that had me basically going, "Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?" I
What
think
the fuck
I
is this?
tweeted something like, "Is this that was a yucks type of play right there?" And I wanted them to pan to Tom and just have him going, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What is going on? This has
Dude,
never
when
happened to me in
that
21
pick
years.
six-
I've never seen that."
That pick six, Sammer. It was so fucking eerie, bro.
Oh my god,
Forget
route.
Forget last year, but listen, forget the stuff last year. Forget that stuff. It was so eerie because there was no crowd noise, bro. You heard the ball hit his hands. It was such a long run with no crowd noise. I was like, this is.
You know what I heard? I heard Jameis throwing his tablet in the air, running down the sideline.
Like what? I was like,
Yeah, I told
Wow.
you guys. I told you guys. That listen,
fucking real.
we made excuses. I made excuses for Jameis in the past, but listen, that wasn't on the receiver. That was just a bad throw. That was a throw where he threw it inside. He should have thrown it outside.
It was
And
supposed to be a screen.
no, it was an out. It was an out pass.
No, it had the out pass, but BA said in his press conference
Oh,
post-game, it was
the
supposed to be a
intended
screen
play.
with an out over the top, and he threw it late over the top. It's like no,
He
bro.
didn't just throw it late. He threw it inside. If he throws it outside, that receiver probably comes back to it. But it's one of those things, man.
But you said it best, by the way. You said it best because I said it looked more like BA's offense than a marriage, right? And when you tweeted it out, I literally read it and I was like, as soon as that pick six happened, I was like, wow, that makes fucking so much sense. I grabbed Snake and I read it to him.
Yep.
Why in the fuck, or you, what your tweet was? I can't remember exactly, but you said, I will never understand how we're fucking designing plays for fucking 17 when we have OJ Howard and Gronkowski that can go down the middle. I didn't see anything over the middle, no seam shit, nothing.
Yeah, for real.
Like, why are we designing plays for fucking Justin Watson?
We're gonna go to a caller in a second, the 863 area code. But before I do that, I don't want to lose this train of thought. Christian, yes, that pissed me the fuck off. This is why I was pissed off. All right. And I was like legitimately livid when that pick six happened, not because of the outcome, but because of the fucking play designs that led up to that point. We were calling plays and designed routes to number fucking 17. I don't even fucking know his name. What's his name? Randy Watson? What do we call him? Yeah, okay, fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that guy. I don't like him. I've never liked him. I don't think he runs routes well. Scotty Miller, on the other hand, phenomenal route runner all of a sudden. I love it.
Receiver one.
Yeah, thank you. Great. He showed up. He showed up. But look, listen. You have a guy like OJ. You have Gronk. And we hadn't thrown the ball to Gronk yet, right? And you're fucking calling plays that are going to number 17. Why are you even going that far into your fucking toy chest? What's the point of that? Like, why are you not finding ways to get OJ Howard the ball? Find ways to get Gronk the ball. And that's when I started thinking Byron Leftwich is in over his fucking head. It's week 1. I get it. And I don't want to be overreactionary guy. But, dude, if Byron doesn't get this shit together, BA either snatches that playbook from him and takes over or tells Tom, hey, just start calling shit on the fucking fly from here on out. Go Aaron Rodgers style. Fuck it.
Out on the dirt, bro.
Yeah, for real. All right, we're going to go to 863 area code. Doesn't give me names, so you are on with the 3 coolest Bucs fans you're ever going to talk to. If I don't want to say that myself, actually, I do say that myself. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I saw Godwin go on with the trainers. Do you think? I don't know. I didn't get no update, but do you think it's going to be in the protocol this week?
I don't know.
He didn't come back. I thought he came back.
I don't
He
think
went off with the trainers. It was like 3 minutes. It was.
Yeah,
There was no reason to put it.
I don't know. It depends. He came off kind of on his own, so maybe I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if it depends on severity or what it is, but I think you go into the concussion protocol if you have a concussion and you have to somehow clear some sort of tests with the trainers, and then they let you in. So if it was a concussion, then yes, he will go into concussion protocol. How long that lasts depends on him and what kind of what kind of injury that was. But I didn't hear anything after the game on that though.
No idea.
Yeah,
And I've seen worse, and I've seen players come back the next week. So hopefully he'll clear it.
Yeah, he didn't go down and kind of let go of the ball and the stuff that you see from the more jarring concussion hits. If that makes.
Just because they took him off the field to evaluate him doesn't mean he had a concussion. The only way he goes in the protocol is if they diagnose him with one. And I want to say he was back in the game, so I doubt that that's the case.
Oh, okay. It didn't look too bad. It was like on the side, so it wasn't like helmet to helmet, like in the front of the helmet. So hopefully, fun.
He also has those specially designed helmets. He's one of the players on our team that wears those. So
I'm poking at you, Stank. It was a dirty fucking play.
It
wasn't a dirty hit. He lowered his head too.
I don't think it was a dirty hit. I gotta agree with Stink. I thought it was, and then I looked at it. I'm like, okay, but Swearinger, when he was with us, he would always make those type of plays. He would always.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give him the benefit of the doubt and say it wasn't a dirty play. The other guy lowered his head. That's what Swearinger's doing. He's always done it. I mean, he tried to get a fight with his own freaking coach in Washington. So, I mean, I really think he's just a dirty player. I didn't like the hit, especially at that moment in the game. It wasn't necessary, man. It just wasn't necessary.
I didn't catch that, but somebody in the chat said that Brady told the ref, "Fuck you," after a missed call. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk more of the negative stuff, yeah,
It was a bad ref.
There was. I mean, there was that the throw to Godwin where they didn't call the holding on the defense or the pass interference. They called it for the Saints the very next drive. So whatever.
They called that fucking stupid pass interference on Carlton Davis that Lattimore gets away with every fucking time. Every time he does the same shit.
I mean, they got home cooking, that stupid fucking crowd noise, which was like off the entire game. I felt like I was playing Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah,
like the cheering. They would cheer like at like 30 seconds after the fucking play. Like that was annoying. That was annoying as hell. We got X is in the chat. He said, "Pick up the phone, dude.
Pick it up, motherfucker." He's only talking to one person.
I'm trying to get somebody here. 602 area codes joining us now. What's up, man? Welcome to the Loose Cannons.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Big shout out. Before I rant, big shout out to Christian in the headlines, man. One of your boys at Sun Lake hooked me up with a real nice fade.
I like it.
But
man, thank you.
Just real quick though, man.
That's positive.
That's one positive out of all the things happened tonight. But it's just the inept play calling, the lack of offensive line actually, doing their job, and then Donovan Smith just been a real weakness, man. Ever since even before Brady showing up, it's been real mind-boggling. I just don't understand what's going on, why he can't take care of business, and that's not going to fly. I don't think it's going to fly for the long term. You got a future Hall of Famer in the back, and you're going to get him killed back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but that wasn't his best game by any means. I mean, he was owned like 3 straight plays at one point, and it was just ugly. And he didn't look. I don't know. Maybe he's one of those guys that needs those 4 preseason games, which is not a fucking excuse for a guy who's been in the league 5 years or 4 years or however long he's been in the league. But yeah, if that continues, man, the season hinges on this offensive line. We've all known that since signing Tom. We knew that last year when we had Jameis. Even that line has to protect him. If it doesn't, can't get much done if you can't throw the ball to those amazing weapons, right?
Hey, Sammer.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to interrupt the guest, but we're gonna have a special guest on with us tomorrow. I'm curious as to his opinion of Donovan Smith.
Oh, we're gonna ask him. Don't worry, we're definitely gonna ask him.
I mean, I don't know if you're willing to tease who that person is, but let's just say he's pretty close to the team.
I would say so.
Yeah.
It's hard to get much closer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't see how you could be any closer if you're not even unless you're a player at this point. So
Can we tease it?
that's a season. That's as far as I'm going to tease it, guys. That's it.
As far as you're gonna tease it?
Oh yeah, maybe later in the show I'll tease a little bit more. But do you have anything else you wanted to hit on, man? I want to see that.
Just some of the highlights, man. Just the highlights of the game. Scotty Miller looked really good. He looks like he can be that guy that Edelman was for Brady in New England. He looked really explosive. He was catching the ball, and I think Brady, needs that man. One of those guys that can get him out of tough situations when both of our receivers downfield are either covered. Ronald Jones looked good. He was running really strong. I think that first drive really, it really set a good tone, and I was hoping it would carry on. It was very strong. It was very quick. And then as the game settled in, we started playing like the old Bucs. It just very lethargic, wasn't moving as fast as we needed to. I think the play calling should have been better, should have been more towards Brady's strength versus, the long, deep ball, as you guys were talking about earlier in the show. I think there's a lot of things that they need to go back in the tape and really flesh out. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think we need to kind of take a deep breath. It's not we definitely didn't want this outcome, but it's the first of many games. The Bucs still have to gel. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much a new squad, a bunch of new faces. You got Leonard Fournette. You played a little bit, but it's getting everybody together on the right page and the right footing. There was some ugly stuff, not so much secondary, special teams was atrocious. I think Stank mentioned it earlier in the show, but a lot of that stuff will get fleshed out. I'm too worried about it, and I think we need to look on. I think it was grimy as hell that it was fourth quarter with like less than a minute left. They was trying to still score a touchdown. The Saints, that just boiled my skin. And then there was a comment by Cam Jordan that was complaining about the crowd noise in the stadium, and he goes, "Yeah, it sounded like a Bucs home game," which really, fucking got on my nerves. But little things like that. What's that?
You said that?
No. That's what I picked up from Cam Jordan on Twitter. Somebody asked him how did he like the crowd noise that was pumped into the stadium. And he goes, "Yeah, it sounded. He said he didn't like it, and that it sounded like a Bucs home game." So that definitely boiled me up, boiled us all up.
I mean, we're not even the players. That kind of stuff pisses. I mean, I hope these guys get the stuff.
Again, my God, no, I'm not doing it. My blood pressure's rising. I'm starting to sweat.
Man. I mean, listen, we've talked a lot about the negative shit, man, but there's some stuff that happened in this game that was actually pretty positive. I mean, the secondary, aside from a couple hiccups, they played really well. SMB looks like he's going to be a stud. Carlton Davis looks like he's kind of making that. He's making that turn. He's coming around that corner finally, and he did a fucking amazing job on Michael Thomas.
Winfield looked good.
Winfield looked every bit like you can see now why he won that starting position. Like you can tell. You can see that. And dude, Devin White was a fucking missile out there. Holy shit.
Levante David showed up.
Levante did show up, but that entire game, Devin was everywhere. Levante showed up in the second half, but Devin was everywhere. What's that?
The linebackers look great. The secondary, you saw the strides. They picked up where they left off last year. The rookie looked good. But where the fuck was the D-line?
No,
Where was the defensive line?
We said positive things, Christian.
Where was
we just said positive things. Come on.
Come on. Listen, no, motherfucker. I'm talking about everything.
That's fine.
Oh, fuck. No.
I mean, listen, like we've said, man, we beat this drum over and over again. It's week one. There was definitely stuff that needs to be fixed and definitely things that looked off. I was surprised because my prediction was that this defensive line was really going to get after Breeze, and they kind of did at one point, and it went completely away, and then they kind of did at the end when it didn't really matter much, but I was surprised, just like you're saying, dude. That defensive line just not having any, even in the run game, they weren't. Aside from like a few big plays where they had some, tackles for loss.
Boston has some nice TFLs, yeah.
But aside from like a handful of those plays, the Saints ran it when they wanted to run it. They were getting the yardage, man. It didn't make a difference. So that was kind of disheartening, but it's one of those things that it's always been. I was thinking about it in the back of my head throughout the offseason. Usually when a team is that good at stopping the run, the next year, I don't know how sustainable that usually is because people know that about you. They figure things out. I don't know what it is, but it's rare that you see a team that's just that good at stopping the run all the time, every single year after year after year. But Stank's been quiet, man. Stank.
No, I'm annoyed. I'm on very little sleep, and like I said, I'm just a little disheartened. That's how I get. I'll be fine. Look, there were some positive individually. There were some positive plays and players. Winfield obviously stood out. I think he saved a touchdown in the back of the end zone. In one particular play, was pretty close. To making a couple tackles in the backfield as well. And he's a young kid, so I think it was promising. Again, the secondary looked pretty good to me. We essentially shut Mike Thomas out. That's the weird thing. Like I'm not leaving this game feeling like the Saints offense destroyed us in any way. I'm a little annoyed at how well they ran the ball. I think they were opportunistic, and like Sean Payton does, fuck Sean Payton, by the way, like Sean Payton does, he designs some beautiful fucking plays. He finds mismatches. He game plans against defenses, finds their weaknesses, and has plays specifically designed, and then they run them and execute them. And we all get mad, and we're like, oh, listen, the guy knows what the fuck he's doing. I just don't. The frustrating thing is I don't see that from our coaching staff. I don't see us game planning, and attacking other defenses' weaknesses. And I thought for sure we'd see that with Tom Brady.
I think the most disheartening thing about this game is, and Christian kind of touched on it, or maybe it was you, we didn't see those patented Tom Brady running back flare-out passes. We didn't see them, crossing over the linebackers and getting those easy, 5, 6, 7 yard chunks that he just throws over the defensive line to the running back. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see crossing routes. We didn't see guys, creating lanes for these guys to create separation. Because, Mike Evans is not a guy who creates separation. He's just a bigger body. O.J. Howard, I don't know. He just seems to be like a bigger body. The guy who's running routes out there and actually getting separation is Scotty Miller. And Chris Godwin too, yeah, but it doesn't look like when you watch other teams, like, dude, the Saints, like Stank's saying, these guys they're always open, it seems like. And Mike Thomas didn't look like he didn't eat nearly the way he eats when he faces us. I was surprised. We played extremely well against him, but to not see those things that Tom is so good at to help Tom out, especially when you're noticing that your left tackle can't block anybody at this point. He's just a turnstile. That was kind of disheartening. It was weird. And as much as I love BA, in 3 games against the Saints, he's been outcoached by Sean Payton. He just has been. We spotted them 20 points today. We spotted them 20 points on turnovers. 7 came off of a pick 6. But, you still got outcoached by Sean Payton to an extent. He's 0 for 3 against this guy, man. And it's not something we can ignore.
I just thought about it, randomly, right? We talked about the referees and some of the calls, but how about that horrible fucking PI call at the 5-yard line? Like, so Sean Murphy Bunting, because you spoke on Sean Murphy Bunting, so he doesn't have the right to the football the way every other DB does.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, that play they threw to Mike Evans where Evans wasn't allowed to come back to the ball.
Yeah.
And they didn't call a pass interference there. I didn't get that at all. But, you got to overcome shit like that too. But again, with all this shit that we're complaining about, we only lost by 11 points. 11 points that we didn't look like we got dominated by the offense so much of just we got kind of out-coached in different spots of the game. Situational football still a problem for this fucking team. Not knowing, Stank, you're a defensive line guy, bro. What can you say about those 2 guys jumping off sides when their job is legitimately to watch the ball and, fucking a foot away from their hand in the dirt?
There's no excuse, man.
And
it was coming off a timeout, which
they coached them to not jump.
Defensive huddle, they're like, watch the ball. Don't jump off sides. I don't know. Like I said, I just expected that we'd be cleaner. That we weren't going to beat ourselves, and here we are again talking about how we beat ourselves. Um, and we can't just gloss over Tom Brady's performance. I get it. New team, new offense, new everything. Everything's brand new. But you're 20 years in the league, and if you're late on an out route, it's probably going to get picked off and go the other way. And the ball wasn't accurate. He didn't look comfortable. He looked comfortable on the first drive, but things just seemed to slowly deteriorate throughout the game, and it's got me a little worried. I'm not trying to, I'm not one of these idiots that are like, bench Brady, it's time to see Rosen. Like, come on, bro. Let's shut the fuck up, first of all, please.
There's people really saying that.
Oh, wait, and hold on 1 second. Yo, if you listen closely, you can hear the bandwagoners jump back on their fucking bus and just, scramble for somewhere else to go.
Yep.
Because, they're bitch made, like I always said. The bedazzled Brady jersey wearing motherfuckers, all those New England fans who are like, oh, I'm going to follow Tom Brady. Right now, they're questioning. They're probably going out and buying Cam Newton jerseys today. So fuck y'all. Anyways, yeah, things are going to improve. I get that, but I'm not willing to just blow smoke and say, oh, we only lost by 11 points, and I don't want to look at the positives right now. Today, I want to look at the negatives. We've got the rest of the week up till next week to start picking out the positives, but it wasn't
the positive. I'm gonna look at some of the positive moving forward.
You
right?
got to, man. You got to.
Yeah. I'm going to piss my pants.
Listen,
I'll be right back.
This is the Buccaneer way.
Can't get up.
Old man.
Oh yeah, he's got Walker there. Yeah, I mean,
this is the Buccaneer way now, right? So we're on to Carolina. I watched Carolina play today, and they could not stop Josh Jacobs at all. So if there's any game that we can heal up, lick our wounds, and reestablish what we're trying to do here, it's against Carolina. You got a really young defense. It should, they should be able to fix some of the mistakes with Brady. And again, I think we're all in agreement. People in the chat, Sammer, Stank, you're not here, but I don't think the defense looked that bad. We spot them 20. We put them in bad positions at certain times. They gave up the one big play, like you said, that Dean fell asleep at the wheel. But other than that, man, they held the Saints to 7 points in the second half. They bowed up. They played big. They played big in the first quarter. Those first two drives that they shut them down, 3 and out, or not 3 and outs, but they made the Saints punt. They played big,
bro. I
saw a lot of positives on defense.
I was pounding my chest the entire first half of that game, and into that second half when the defense stood up again. They played a good game. It really wasn't, aside from a few plays, they had some mistakes, don't get me wrong, but aside from those few hiccups, they really played a good game. And you can see that this defense is picking up where they left off. They don't look like they have any new pieces really to fit in. They all understand what they're doing. They don't have a Tom Brady that they're trying to figure out stuff. There's no rust really there. They looked good. And the young guys looked like they were benefiting from the fact that they were facing Tom in practice. Those secondary kids, they looked good, man. A few hiccups here and there again, but they looked good. But I want to go back to what Stank said a little bit about can't ignore what Tom Brady did today. And what we saw in that first drive was so crisp. And I saw, man, if this team can stay this fucking crisp, if this is what we're going to get when this team understands everything and is on it, that is going to be impossible to stop for defenses. But when that deteriorated, aside from that drive and the drive where he threw the touchdown to OJ, which is a wide open pass, I really think, I'm a Tom Brady guy. I've been a Tom Brady guy since his first Super Bowl win, dude. I've just been a fan of his. He was underwhelming. To be straight up, if we're going to give the shit to every quarterback we've ever had here, Tom Brady can't be exempt, right? And Tom Brady looked underwhelming. He looked rather pedestrian for the majority of the game. I mean, that's not good, but some of that can be, attributed to the offensive line. Some of it can be play calling. Some of it can be, like we all noticed, it didn't seem like Bruce Arians was merging anything with Tom Brady. It was just Bruce Arians' offense, and Tom was just trying to figure this shit out, and it wasn't working, and he wasn't comfortable. And I'm sure he's going to say something behind closed doors, and they're going to figure this shit out. But if we look at today's performance, yeah, Stank's not wrong. Tom Brady was underwhelming, to be honest.
You know what, Hammer?
Wasn't great.
Now that Stank's here, you shut up, Stank. You stop with your BS crying, okay? Because Heaven's ambassador in the chat
I was just reading
tells
that
you
fucking New England Patriots fan.
guys get off. If this Heaven's ambassador, I guarantee you they have a bedazzled Brady jersey. Guys, get off the ledge. I can tell you guys aren't used to winning. Guys, I'm from New England. Trust the process. Tom will have these guys ready to go. We'll be okay. Tom will push this team.
We agree.
Relax there, Stank, with the goddamn bedazzled comments, and we're not going nowhere, okay? We're going to be fine.
Hey, listen here.
Heaven's ambassador.
Heaven's ambassador.
No, man, he's right. Stank is right.
You don't have any Super Bowl rings, bitch. You're on your mama's fucking couch in the basement. You need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's not how we keep people watching the show.
Heaven's ambassador is not a Bucs fan. Hey guys, I'm fucking New England. I'm from fucking New England. Okay?
He's a Bucs fan this season, man.
Yeah. I like you, Heaven's ambassador. Tell
Yeah,
Stank.
you're right. He's not wrong, Stank. And I know I know this is how you are. I've gone through a whole season with you now. I know how you react. You get to the edge of that, bridge, and you look down and you cry and you take off your shirt and you just sob. And then
taking off my shirt.
and then the next day and then the next day,
Okay?
and then the next
Is that what
day,
you want, Heaven's ambassador?
and then the next day, you're fine, and you start thinking and looking at it from a logical standpoint.
I'm fine. What part of fine you think is in my life? I have to go to fucking UPS tomorrow.
I wasn't talking about you.
Fucking drivers.
I'm talking about Stank.
I'm not fine.
No, I'm saying
Bro,
I
who said
know
I didn't have
Stank.
eyebrows? Who said I didn't have eyebrows, bro? What? Who said I don't have eyebrows?
Listen, man. All I'm saying is I know Stank, and Stank gets himself all worked up after a loss the same night. The next day,
Not eyebrows, bitch.
the next day he's fine. He looks at it logically, and he understands. You know what? There's some things that we can build on from this. It's not the end of the day. Listen, I know this sounds cliche as fuck, especially as a Bucs fan. We lost to the Saints in Week 1 when we won that Super Bowl, and we didn't look.
Do that.
We didn't
Don't
look like we
do
were.
that.
Did you think we were going to win the Super Bowl after that
Don't
loss?
fucking
I
do
didn't.
that.
We gave up a freaking
Don't you
touchdown
fucking
in our
dare
own
do that.
end zone
Don't
off
do
of
that.
a punt.
Don't fucking do that.
Listen, I'm not saying that that's going to be the same outcome. All I'm saying is,
I saw somebody else post that
one game doesn't matter at the very beginning of this season like this. We'll learn from this. There's positives to build on, plenty of them. If this becomes a thing that happens for 3-4 weeks in a row, and then we can call it, a habit, we can call it a problem, then we can start fucking bitching and pitchforks
3-4 weeks.
I'm saying if this happens
And
for 3 or 4 weeks,
Motherfucker, if they come out looking like this next week against Carolina, what the fuck?
I don't think they will
3-4
against
weeks.
Carolina. I think
Next week.
I think they'll come out pissed off just from losing, looking bad, national
Or is there more
audience.
pressure? You can't lose against Carolina.
Nah,
or do they fall asleep at the wheel?
Nah,
Overlook an opponent.
Too many guys there in leadership roles that won't let that happen, man.
I mean,
So you're saying this is the Tennessee game when JPP went in the locker room and cursed everybody the fuck out. People are getting cursed the fuck out right now. That's what you're saying. This was the wake-up call early. We're coming out swinging.
For sure. Yeah. Who was it here? Someone
Listen,
said, "Have you guys addressed the fact that
pressure
Breeze?"
will start to mount.
Scott says, "Have you guys addressed the fact that Breeze looks like he won't even make it to October, much less a Super Bowl?"
He did not look great.
No, he didn't.
The one throw down the field where Dean fucking fell asleep. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was one play.
Caught looking in the backfield.
I don't
You're
know,
right,
man.
Snake.
I don't know what he was doing.
Talking about
Hey, the Pewtercast just said, "What's up? What's up, fellas? Glad to to join us. I don't have a shirt on.
He took off the shirt that
I
says
took my shirt off.
Tom Brady.
Fucking New England trolls in our chat room. How was your live stream, guys?
Yeah.
Did Ren
Positivity.
Ren take off of his shirt and show us his?
No, if he removes any clothing, I'm pretty sure he dies right there on the spot. So
Give me a high five.
Wow.
I can't believe we lost. I can't believe we lost to Ren today. I mean, he threw that pass over Jamel Dean's arms twice. It was just crazy.
Oh Jesus, no! I'm not.
Hey, Ren, I want Ren to call in.
Ren should call. Ren, call the fucking show. Ren, come on.
Ren, call in, bro.
Come on, Ren.
And X, why hasn't X called in yet, bro? X, where you at?
No, I'm trying.
Give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
Let's see. All right.
X, the number's right there. On you see.
Let me just let y'all know.
What's up? Loose cannons, baby!
Oh!
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? BUCCANEERS. We suck.
Oh no!
Wow.
What the fuck, bro? D was like, oh shit, he's behind me. Touchdown. What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
If you guys don't know, this is our fourth member, X. What's
the deal?
He gets very mad. when we
Loose cannons, baby! We'll be all right. Donovan Smith, me, his ass whooped. I mean, hey, Donovan, could you come in this locker room for a minute? We need to talk to you. Oh, sure. No, don't bring the chains. Just come on in. I think, what, BA, you want him? Yeah. Oh, yeah, come on in. And just whoop his ass. Put like a glow-in-the-dark shirt on it and cut the lights off and just whoop his ass. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? We had so much time, so motherfucking much time to practice, like undercover and shit. What the fuck? We look like a motherfucking high school team.
Yeah.
I am so fucking pissed. State, put your fucking shirt back on. Oh, okay, yeah, it's on.
So that's what you're saying is
this shirt will
what you're
never
saying
be
is-
worn again. It's 0-1. I'm gonna. Light it
We'll
on
be
fire.
okay.
so what you're
We'll
saying.
be okay.
So what you're
I
saying is
understand the logic. We'll be okay, but I'm just pissed.
the Berkeley
I'm
practice.
fucking pissed.
X, can you hear me?
I hear you. What's up? Go at it.
So the Berkeley practices didn't work. Is that what you're saying?
That shit didn't work at all, bro. That was the wrong fucking field they was on. They should have came to an NFL field and said, hey, at the 30, make a right. That bitch throwing shit over the head, underthrowing. I'm like, what the fuck, Brady? He just got rattled. That one time Donovan Smith said, hey, come, Brady. Hey, come. The
So-
fuck, man.
So you don't see it's
Donovan
safe to say
Smith-
you don't
Donovan
see an
Smith-
upgraded quarterback.
But
You don't see
Donovan
an
Smith
upgraded
didn't.
quarterback yet.
Donovan Smith didn't go to those workouts.
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Where he was at? I don't wanna come in. I might opt out. Bitch, you should have just stayed home because you didn't do shit. Motherfuck. You didn't do shit. Hey, come, Brady. What? Oh, shit. Hey, let me help you up, Brady. You mean to tell me this is what Winston was going through for fucking 5 years? Hell nah. Get his ass off the field. Put a water boy in. Beef him up. Give him some dry rub steaks. Some of y'all, wings and shit. Beef his ass up and put him over there. Tristan Wirfs did good for a rookie. Tristan Wirfs did good. But them other motherfuckers, I'm so hot, bro. I'm hot. My ass is wet. Fuck!
Your ass is wet.
I'm so fucking pissed. I got people texting me, hey, who that? I'm like, fuck y'all. We'll see y'all. We got to come back second time. Guess what? You're going to be in Raymond James, baby. Raymond James.
Hey X,
What's up, bro?
that's what I was telling Stank. That's what I was telling everybody. I remember very vividly. You guys are talking about the Saints' first game. I don't remember that game, the year we won the Super Bowl. I remember the game we went to Philadelphia, our arch nemesis. And I remember Derek Brooks saying, we'll be back.
Yep.
We will be back. Don't worry about it.
We'll be back.
We're going to figure
It's
it
like,
out.
hey, baked chicken, guess what? Just like Roger said.
What? Hold up. Sir.
He called you baked chicken.
I am not baked chicken.
He called your ass baked chicken.
His name is
Baked
Chicken Breast.
chicken.
Chicken Breast, not baked
breast,
chicken.
Baked chicken. I love it, X. I love it.
Baked chicken with that Goyo sauce on the top.
Oh, fuck. What were you saying? Just like who said what?
Hey, just like Roger said, calm down. Take a deep breath. We'll be okay.
We've been saying that. We're trying to get Stank to come off the ledge, man. Stank's got no shirt on. He's extremely
That's my
sad right
dog.
now. He's extremely
those
sad right now.
That's my dog. We see you and Christian think alike. That's why we a team on this bitch. You and Christian think alike, and motherfucking me and Stank, we right down the street from each other. So yeah, we got motherfucking the same fucking vibe. I'm with you, Stank. My shirt and shorts is off. I'm like walking down the street with nuts hanging and shit. I need some baby oil. Where the baby oil at?
You want me to see? You want me to apply some baby oil right now?
No, stop. Our sponsors are gonna pull out after 1 week.
Hey, the Jaguars are 1-0.
The traps are kind of, the shoulders.
Are you telling me the Jaguars won today? Holy shit.
The Washington football team won today, bro.
Dude, the Washington football team was down 17-0, and they won 27-17 or 37-17.
They had 8 sacks.
Oh,
I know,
shit.
man. Damn.
Sacks.
Hey, Loose Cannons, all our Loose Cannon fans, I will be back next week, man. Trust and believe. I hear and see everything, man. I'm with y'all. I'm just out here grinding. I just got home. I love all y'all. Selma, Christian, Stank. I love all y'all. Pippin. So, hey, I'm out, man. I got to go take a shower. Just got off from work. I'm coming in.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling in, X.
Love, peace, and air grease, motherfuckers.
The first person in my DMs that says "fuck Tom Brady" can have this shirt.
Wait a second.
DM me on
I
Twitter.
want that shirt. Don't give it. I want that
No,
shirt.
bro. It's 0-1. I can't wear the shirt ever again.
I agree
You're
with
not gonna wear
Stank.
it? I'm going to wear it.
I agree with Stank. He cannot wear that shirt again. It's got all
That's
bad
not gonna
juju.
happen.
It's got bad juju all over it. No way.
As a matter of fact, whatever any of you wore today, you can't wear it ever again. None of it.
No. Fuck you. I just bought this Devin White jersey. Fuck you, dude. I am not getting rid of this Devin White jersey.
Why does my shit keep getting blurry?
I don't know.
Because
Oh,
you're so pasty. It's throwing off the light balance.
You should
I think
definitely,
you're right.
you should definitely put it on the smoker. Like whenever you burn LeBron's jersey,
I'll smoke the shit out of this shirt.
Smoke the shit out of that shirt. You should burn it. It'll be a ritual, like a let it go. We're gonna move forward ritual.
Listen, guys. Today is a song we've all heard before. Okay, we are used to the abuse, man. We're used to the disappointment. We're used to the anger. We're used to this fucking blooper reel. My fucking kick team backs into my fucking punt. We're used to that shit.
Block kick.
Yeah, exactly. We've been the laughingstock for so long, and I don't know about you guys, but I slowly every year get fucking real back in.
It's part of being a fan, Stank.
Upgraded my tickets.
Part of being a fan.
So I drink the Kool-Aid every year, just like every one of you weirdos who's watching this show right now.
It's
easy to drink the Kool this year. We got the fucking goat.
Yeah, man. It's part of being. Listen, I know you don't want to hear it, man, but chill. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. I would love to not have home field advantage. Go into New Orleans when it matters the most and knock them in the fucking mouth and fucking move on to the Super Bowl off of that game. Just like Christian said, that Philadelphia Eagles rematch that we got when Derek Brooks said we're coming back and John Gruden came on the bus before they left Philly. He said, "Get me back here and I will make sure that there's a game plan that will beat these guys. I know how to beat them now." And that all worked out.
We'll stick a fucking fork in this place.
Thank you, man. Exactly. I would love it if we lost home field advantage because of this loss today. It would be great. It'd be great.
I love how you're talking about home field advantage right now. I do. I love
because
it.
I honestly
think
fucking
do.
This team is going to be fine.
I love it, Nick.
I really think this team's going to be fine.
Like if we go to the NFC Championship.
Somebody said it in the chat room, bro. Somebody said in the chat room, Donovan will go back to being bad for only a handful of plays spaced out. For him to blow like 3 in a row is bad even for him. And guess what? Scott Humes is right. He's right.
I want to talk to Rendax.
He refuses to call in.
Only you can bring my level of anger and just you're old like me, bro. Only we can get out here and just fucking Ren, call in.
Here you go, Stank.
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that?
Playoffs.
Hold on. The first person in the YouTube chat that can tell me what coach said this speech? I'll send you this shirt right here.
It's so
I
easy.
watch
What a game. Playoffs.
Listen, I'm sticking to it, man. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Stop.
Christian,
Stop. I want to tell myself that.
You know they're going to be fine, bro. Come on.
Scott Humes, you want the shirt? DM me on Twitter, Scotty.
They're going to be fine. I wanted when we got on here, I was thinking in my head.
Ren calling in or what? Ren, call the fuck in already, Skeletor.
He won't call in. He's scared. He's scared to call in. He's mad. He
asked for the number.
He never responds. He never responds to any of my weird Skeletor comments on Twitter. He can't handle it.
Are we really calling Ren Skeletor? That's pretty fucked up.
Hey, October's around the corner, bro. We got to get into the season.
Whatever.
Right?
He said I look like some fucking weirdo today.
Yeah, that's why I said it. It just looked like an alive version of him. Oh, man. Hey, you guys, call in. Call in on the Red Cat Plumbing hotline and talk to us. Vent. Let it off your chest. Or help Stank get off of the ledge because this man is sad. He's taken off his shirt. It's unnecessary. He's overreacting to a week 1 loss to a very good team.
Skeletor. It's Skeletor.
That's him. That's totally him, dude. That's Ren.
So
Ren, we're sending out your mating call. Call in.
Oh, my God. So fucked up.
Oh, man.
Double so many levels. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, man. All right, listen.
I'm 10 more minutes and I'm fucking gone.
Yeah, man. I was about to say we have to wrap this up.
What's that? Y'all, I just showed you on my birthmark.
No
that's your birthmark.
That's my birthmark. I was born with that weird thing, huh?
76. I like it.
Mark Anderson, why as Bucs fans am I never hyped for any season? As I've come to realize we will always be disappointed. Jason, you're a negative. I'm with Stank. Terrible fucking performance. Same old Bucs.
Jewel is in the chat. What's up, Jewel?
You beat me typing. Oh, that's something else. Do we care that Evans struggles against Lattimore more than not? Listen, I'm giving Evans kind of a tiny pass on today's performance because he was coming off the injury. He's a leader, so he can't really let Lattimore get in his head the way he did, but
it happens. Shit happens.
It happens.
He's also bodied the fuck out of Lattimore before.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not. Yeah, I hate Lattimore. I think he's a bit overhyped. I'm just not a fan of the kid. I don't like his. I don't like that like overly confident swagger he has. I'm just glad he punched that. Evans hit him back and knocked his helmet off because he hit him unnecessarily in the back. And I'm glad the refs got that one right. More often than not, they get the guy who retaliates, not the guy who starts it. So that worked out well in our favor. We've got a caller from.
I was surprised as hell.
From 714 area code. Is this Ren?
Please be Ren.
You're on with the Loose Cannons.
Hey, this is Lewis, man. Big fan of you guys.
Sweet.
What's up, Lewis?
What's up, Lewis?
Well, today was frustrating. I think I can feel it with everybody here today.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said, we've been hearing it. It's just the first game. A lot of every team's going to go through this. They're going to have growing pains. A lot of new faces on this team, but I'm still positive. If we start seeing this still for like the next 4 or 5 weeks, then I think we need to be concerned. But I think we all need to chill, take a breath right now. Team did have some positives. There were some negatives. Donovan Smith was a huge negative today. I think we all saw. But as if we remember the 2002 team, we did lose week 1. And who did we lose to in week 1? The New Orleans Saints. So let's just relax. There's still plenty of talent on this team. The defense, I thought, was amazing today. I think they're not going to get it. They're going to get overshadowed because of the score. But the people that actually watched the game today, I thought the front seven was great. I think the defensive line could have been a lot better. JPP, Shaq Barrett, I think could have made a few more plays. I know JPP made a nice play there. But I thought Levante and Devin, I think these guys are going to be stars this year. I just think first game, we'll get it put together. Have confidence. Stay positive, everyone. Don't analyze this game. I know everyone tomorrow is going to say how Tom Brady's done, how everything was too hyped. Just keep grinding one day at a time. I know it's a cliche. We're going to be there, though.
I agree.
The season's pretty much over.
Lewis is a smart guy. Lewis is a smart dude, man.
Light everything on fire. It's
No, what, Christian? What happened to you? You were fine. We were trying to talk Stink off the ledge, and he's talked you onto the ledge next to him. What's going on?
I have. I brought him with me.
Put your shirt back on, and Christian, chill out.
I'm not allowed to put this shirt back on.
turning the heat
It's
up.
a loser's shirt.
I'm
Only
literally
losers have worn this shirt.
You know what?
Christian has descended down to the pits of
Just
hell.
say, fuck Brady.
Oh man.
Fucking Brady. Fucking Brady.
Oh no. Coach Luke.
Well, just don't pull it out next week if he goes for
Fucking
303 touchdowns
it,
next
bro.
week.
Yeah,
Fuck
turn
it, Stink.
What do you mean?
turn
Bro,
down
I'll
the.
fuck-
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you not take that shirt out if he goes for 400 yards next week.
I'm not a bad. Hey, listen. I will. First of all, I'm never wearing the shirt again. I've already given it away to somebody. I forget. Scott Humes, I think. I've already worn the shirt. Scott, I'm not gonna wash it, bro. When you get it,
Let's go, Sammer.
you're gonna smell
You're the
my
last
pain.
one.
You're gonna smell my pain.
I already changed. I had a white Evans jersey on.
Let's go, Sammer. You're the last one, motherfucker. Let's go.
I'm not doing it. I'm
We're
gonna
one
keep.
team.
I'm the reason we will keep this
Together.
sponsorship. No, I'm keeping this
I want to
sponsorship.
see. I want to see the fur.
Come
Yo,
on.
what's up?
Just
The
do it.
fur. The fur. Oh my god.
Hey, I don't think Brent Allen has taken his shirt off. I definitely know Ren Daxon take their shirt off. Okay. Ever on the show? I'm pretty sure that Scott and fucking Mark Cook haven't taken their shirt off on their show.
I'm a little hot
No.
here. Let me turn the temperature down a little bit.
Bro,
Yeah,
you look like you're
in a
literally in the
sauna.
smoker, bro.
Yeah. Lewis, thank you for calling in, bro. I think we just got disconnected. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Now you
there.
guys see the hamburger meat a little more.
Yeah. Let's see that. Let's see that grizzle, bro. Oh man. Scott Humes. They should be fuck Bruce Arians. It's his offense. Brady will be okay though. Listen. One of my biggest things when the Tom Brady rumor came out that he might come to the Bucs, I said it won't work well if it's with Bruce Arians' offense. And that's what it looked
On
like
that
today.
note, let's end this podcast the only way we know how. Because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
I agree, man. Listen, thank you to everybody who called in. We thank you to everybody in the chat room, everybody on Twitter, on
Take my
Facebook,
pain
on
away.
YouTube. We will bring back Stank in a much better condition tomorrow when he
I'm
has
about to put on.
his
Hold on,
logic
hold on.
about him.
Before we go though, I have to make all of us feel better.
Thank
And
you.
This is definitely gonna make us feel better. So just trust me, trust me. Let this commercial play really quick, and then Stank, I need both of you guys to look into the camera lens. I need eye contact. Did you hear me?
We're looking.
Are you playing some Sade? Because that's what I'm about to go listen to. Some Sade. Some Sade.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. 3 more seconds.
You motherfucker!
See? I knew it would make you smile, bro.
You motherfucker!
You gotta sing it now.
You trying to bring me back?
He's doing it. He's gonna.
Witness knows my eyes become blinded.
Light that you
Sam, I need
shine
you.
can be seen, baby, from a rose. Oh my God! All right, that is how we end this podcast. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with this weirdness.
We're gonna be fine. The rose is gonna bloom again.
Yep.
Did you say Rosen? Did you say Rosen is gonna bloom again?
I did not say chill. I did
Hey,
not
you heard it here first.
say that. I didn't say that.
Poppy Latte wants Rosen over Brady.
No, I don't.
Rosen will be fine.
Well, you know, the only thing that sucks is we gotta wait 7 more days.
Go
But let's-
Bucks! We'll see you guys Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have shows coming out. 2 of those 3 days. We'll see you guys
You
then.
gonna tease it? You gonna tease it? You gotta tease it.
Yeah. Okay. Check it out. For those of you who have hung out and stayed with us, our next guest is none other than Jake Arians.
His name
Whoa!
rhymes with
Whoa!
Ryan.
That's not a
Jake
tease,
Arians.
bro.
That's not a tease. Nope. I'm
That's
telling
not a
people.
tease.
Nope. Whoever listened knows now. We are hanging out with Jake Arians. We
Hey,
will
who-
release that ASAP.
Hey,
Jake
our next guest
fucking Arians.
name rhymes with Jake Arians.
With Bruce Arians.
Yeah, right.
Bye. Go
With-
Bucs.
Snake carrions. All right, goodbye. Love
Bye.
you.